What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. We are going to be washing some drift wheels today. If you did not know, I did pick up some, I don't want to say spares. I bought new tires. I bought 4 new tires, and I do have 2 sets of wheels. One is stock and one is like a reverse mesh style. The person that gave them to me said they were BBSs, but they do not look like BBSs. They are not marked in any way. So I don't think they are SSR reverse meshes or anything like that. I actually don't know anything about them other than they are 15x7 -5. So they are gonna work, and I'm gonna put the Kenda KR20s on them. But first, I do wanna try to clean these up a little bit. They are pretty nasty. Let's go outside and try to clean them up. And at the end of this video, if you were waiting from the last video, we should have a resolution to the valve stem situation. Let's just go outside and do this real fast, and we'll see what we can get done with these things. I want to get them ready for that drift event. We have some green Scotch-Brite. I'm not going to use this on the face, but I'm going to use this to clean the back of the wheel. An old toothbrush, a little bit bigger brush, and a bigger wheel brush. I don't know. I'm going to use this probably for most of the face, and then use these 2 smaller brushes for the detail. And I do have some orange clean and some brake parts cleaner and 2 bottles of wheel cleaner. This one's almost empty, so I bought another one. And I normally don't use wheel cleaner too much on wheels because you never know if they have a clear coat or anything. You know, it might damage them. But these are just drift spares, so it doesn't matter. Speaking of which, here is an old OEM Nissan wheel. We're going to use this. It's a 15x6 and some type of nasty 30-something offset. And we're going to use this. And this is that. Sorry, there was a car coming. This is that 15x7 -5, and that's what we're going to start with. And we are going to start from the back. And I put a little board down here so that, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You could see that the front was curved up really bad, but you know, don't want to add any more damage than I have to. And let's just start getting this clean. That's good enough for the back. Let's flip them around and let's clean the face. bad for scrubbing down one wheel with a Scotch-Brite. And obviously that like OEM looking wheel, I didn't spend as much time on it because, I mean, dude, it's not gonna look good anyways. That thing's gonna look stupid on the car, whether it's bling blinging or not. So I'm not gonna do like too much. I just don't want it to look like a dirty pile of shit. And that's where we are right now. We're gonna go to Autobox and we're gonna see if we can get some tires put on these guys with some valve stems. They told me it would only cost about 800 yen per tire, which, like, I need 2 of them, right? So that's gonna be 1,600 yen. And if they can do this, it's going to be awesome because I was going to pay almost 400 yen a piece for the valve stems anyways. And then I was going to have to pay like another like 1,200 yen to get them shipped. So that was going to come to like, I don't know, what's that going to be? Shit, I'm so horrible at math. Like $20, like 2,000 yen. And my friend can actually put tires on for about 200 yen each is what he said he'll do them for, which is really cheap. But in this case, I think it was going to cost me more to do these that way. So I'm just going to let Autobox handle these. And then we're going to take the 2 OEM ones down to him. But that'll probably be a completely separate video because he has some really cool stuff in front of his garage. And you're probably going to want to see that. Yo. So next day, let's get these wheels in the car and let's get to Autobox. And I hope they weren't lying, and I hope they really can get this stuff done because that's an hour drive. And I don't want to waste that gasoline, and I don't want to waste that time. It's my day off, and I want to get this done, and I want to move on to some other stuff. I already got one in the car. We're not taking these. We're going to do those at my friend's because I can do it cheaper. But we're going to take this one to the car. Put him right here next to his best friend. And let's get the tires. Kenda Kaiser KR20s. I heard these were really good, so I hope they're gonna do me really good for my first drift day. Let's go. We're at Autobox. I'm gonna go in and talk to them and see what I gotta do. Obviously tires and wheels are in the car. Let's see if we can get something popping. Son of a bitch. I'm sitting here at Moody, which is a home center, and I already went to Good Day, which is another home center. And if you look in the back, you see that there are still wheels and no tires. They had the valve stems I need, and yesterday they said if you bring the wheels and tires, then we can put the valve stems in, but we can't sell them to you. I specifically said, can I bring my own wheel and my own tire? And they said yes, it's 800 yen to change. Well, I get there and he said, what car is it on? And I said, no, I just brought the wheels and tires. Oh, well, we can't do it because you might put them on the car wrong and then we can't be responsible or some bullshit. And I'm like, look, I just need the goddamn valve stems, man. Like I can fucking get a bar and put the shit on myself, you know? I didn't say it that rudely, of course, but then it was like, oh, we're really sorry, we just can't. So like they have the shit I need. And even he said, I can do it, but I'm not allowed to do it. And that's why I'm buying bars and shit. But it wasted 2 hours of my time. And, you know, I was going to get a jack and everything at Autobox, but fuck Autobox. I'm never buying anything from there again. Let's go home and we're going to just seal that goddamn valve in with some silicone. I'm pissed. Rant over. I really want to tell you guys, like, don't fall in a habit to where you say, like, something can't be done or the rules don't permit something to be done. Just do it, man. Be a can-do person and go out there and do it. Like, if there's a way, find a way and do it. Don't make excuses, just get it done. And that's why we're doing crappy stuff like using this black sealer, which is used for, like, if you have a hole in your like weather stripping or something, you can use this to supplement it and seal that, and it's gonna work for what we want to do. Like, I know that that is not really the right way to do it, and I don't like doing stuff that way either, but we're in crunch time, and sometimes sacrifices have to be made, and I'm gonna show you how I do this, and we are gonna get this fixed. Come hell or high water, I don't care what happens. We're gonna get this wheel holding air. And I'm gonna dry fit this real fast. And everything goes in like it's supposed to. Just Just gonna push it up and over. And we are gonna use this black sealer right here. And it's like, don't put a ton on, dude. Like, it's not gonna be that type of thing. Like, you probably want just a little bit to ooze out so you can kind of smooth it around. But this isn't gonna be something like, don't put it on like your 5-year-old puts toothpaste on his brush, all right? It was kind of a pain to put this on like in front of the camera with everything, so I just used a toothpick and I squirted a little bit out on the end of the toothpick and then I kind of put it around. And to be honest with you, this is probably too much. One other thing I want to say before I put this in is I did use a little bit of this Scotch-Brite because there was a little bit of rust and a little bit of dirt. So I just used this to kind of clean it up, and I cleaned it up on the inside as well. I don't want to be cleaning black shit off of my hands forever, so let me go get some gloves real fast. Let's just put this here, bring it down, push it through, and push, okay? And you can see it's kind of squeezing out there. That's good, man. And let's put this on the other side, on the inside of the wheel. Should have done this first. Push this back out for a minute. We've got to get the hardware on here. I'm gonna take this toothpick with this, and we are gonna kind of push this stuff down in there. Now that we've got all the glue and everything, I'm gonna start tightening this nut down, and I could probably do this part by hand at this point. By the way, this stuff takes 24 hours to dry, so I do have time to get this situated. This is not necessarily a rush job. And that's spinning around anyway, so I think that's gonna make a good seal. We hope, at least. Now, the bad thing about this stuff is while it's wet, it does make it kind of slippery, almost like a lubricant. So it does make this stuff want to spin. And this stuff will get all over everything. So I would wear not good clothes, even though I'm wearing decent clothes. Do as I say, not as I do. And just snug it like a little bit. You don't have to crank this thing all the way down, especially not since we're putting a sealer on it. I feel like that's pretty good. Just take your finger and kind of smooth around it like this, and that'll be okay. That'll give you a nice, good seal. It's a drift spare, man. If this was a road wheel, I don't know if I would be doing this. I would definitely be getting the right parts, but it's a drift spare. It's just to hold air. It's a sealer. That's what it's made to do, is to keep air and stuff from coming. So I'm gonna say this is okay. And I kind of did the same right here. And it's kind of already starting to dry. So just to make sure, I put everything around like that. And the one thing you want to make sure, obviously, is that the valve itself is clear so the air can get in and out of the tire. But while it's wet, you can wipe it off really easy. And like I said, it'll peel off. Like if you got up underneath of it, or you took a razor blade and kind of sliced it, this will peel off really easy. So it's not like the worst thing ever. I'm gonna say that this one is done. And this one should be sealed pretty good when it dries. I just cleaned up the other valve stem because it was really crusty and I was afraid none of the sealer would stick to it. So we cleaned it up. I got it put into the other wheel, and it actually looks a little bit cleaner than the first one that I did for you guys. You know, I just wanted to make it to where if I made any mistakes, I could share it with you. And we won't actually know if we made any mistakes until the next video, because tomorrow we're gonna be installing tires or not in the next video. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. When I'm told I can't do something or something doesn't go to plan, I get pissed off, I rant about it, I think, I figure out a way to do it, and I progress. And that's what I'm asking all of you guys. You know what? If you rant or you don't rant, that's okay. But always find a way to get over your problems, and you're gonna have an awesome life. That's my inspirational quote of the video. The thing that may have come from this whole debacle with Autobacs is maybe I'm going to learn a new skill. Maybe this means I can go everywhere and pick up dirty, half-used tires, and I can drift on all that crap, and I'll be able to change them at the track with no machine. That would be cool, huh? Anyways, if you like this video, like and share. If you want to do something for yourself, go ahead and subscribe. That always has been, and it always will be for you. That's just so you can see the latest videos from Japan. I'll see you guys in the next one, probably tomorrow. Peace.